Hey guys, welcome back to the Interceptor. We are back with another war. This is War 7 of Season 43, and we are against YEBRY, or YEBRY, and we are on Path 4, Section 1, over to Path 8, Section 2, and yes, I am going to die in this war. I was having a pretty good season up to this point, only one death in the first 6 wars, which is better than last season. But yeah, this war is it's just a really bad death, one that I'm really mad about because it's completely my fault. And the thing is, I took this exact fight earlier in the season and I made one crucial mistake in it that made the fight a little risky, and then in this fight I didn't adjust. I just forgot to. I was thinking about it. I just forgot to make the adjustment I had planned on. And that's really going to just destroy the fight pretty much. So this is, that was a pretty fast fight with Moleman. I was actually assigned to Nick Fury for that fight, but I'd taken it with Moleman before, and I don't use Nick Fury in war. Like, he has never been to war before. So I was just going with who I was comfortable with, and Moleman did the fight pretty well. We had that Terrax go down really fast. And for this next fight here, this is a Juggernaut. I'm actually going to play this one very slowly. We had our backup guy go on this path just in case I didn't show up or something. I don't know. Maybe just to give me energy too. That could be a possible explanation. But if you don't know the way that Hood works, Hood actually has multiple methods of gaining back bullets. He gains back 3 every time you knock down the defender. So at the beginning of the fight here, I'm going to throw 3 or 4 heavy attacks just to try to get some hits back. You also get bullets back at the end of invisibility based on how many hits missed during that whole invisibility. So you'll notice that when I play Hood, I almost try to force 2 misses at least every single time. And you'll notice that number 3, that's actually the number of loaded bullets that are going to go back into the clip. So now it went from 24 to 28, and then I killed him. But I was just trying to make sure I had enough bullets for this next fight. This is the same Gorr I took last war. And if you remember that, which would have been posted only 24 hours before this war, because I recorded 3 wars all on the same day, and then I'm going to upload them 3 days back to back to back. The crucial mistake I made in that fight was that I forgot to take off 5 out of 5 MD. And I'm going to do the same thing in this fight. And right now, I should be at an SP2, and I should be able to throw it to control power even more, but instead, he's now gaining buffs, which doesn't happen if I throw my SP2, because I would control his buffs, and he's gaining power from Rich Get Richer. Now, another difference in this fight is that I don't have Odin buffs. I told the officer last time I don't absolutely need them, but they do help, so he didn't assign them to me this war. I personally think that had nothing to do with me dying. I think that if I'd played the way that I did in this fight with Odin buffs, I still would have died, but that's debatable. And I'm going to push him to an SP3 here, and this SP3 is going to kill me from 40%. Now, at the beginning of the fight, I also ate the entirety of his special 2, and that took off about 40%. So if I hadn't done that, I also would have survived. Because had I come out of this SP3, I could have killed him within 20 seconds. But instead I died, which is the 2nd death of the season. And I was really mad about that one. I'm not even going to heal up Hood because I knew I would get this fight down. I'm going to throw on an invulnerability boost because I also have another fight after this. That fight is actually going to go great. But yeah, we're just going to try to get this guy down as fast as possible. Apply a bunch of the charges to him. And yeah, here we're just going to go for the SP2, and I'm just going to throw this SP2 into his block because I had an invuln on, so that SP3 wouldn't have killed me anyways. But yeah, it's just, it sucks to die with Hood. He's such a good champion. He's so underrated. And when I die with a champion that I love that's underrated, it doesn't make that champion look good. So that's just another real bummer. This is Node 55 Domino. Apparently I was supposed to wait for a Wags pre-fight here. I didn't know that, so I just went ahead and took it. But yeah, this fight goes really well. So this fight, of course, has the increased ability accuracy. So the evade's going to happen more often, and when the evade does happen, she gets a burst of power gain. Now, I actually found a really weird interaction. If you hit her in between her special hits, like if you whiff a hit on purpose, and that hit theoretically would have activated an evade based on RNG, you actually make her gain power. Like right here, I hit into her, and that hit theoretically could or would have triggered an evade based on luck. So the hit gives her power gain, which is really cool. Like, it's just a weird interaction that I never would have thought could ever happen. But yeah, I was of course max boosted because I was able to take all these fights at the same time this war. But yeah, it just sucks to have that death. Really nice last fight, but just kind of ruined the war for me. Very short war as well, despite the fact that it is the same number of fights as last war. The video is going to be 5 minutes shorter. For 3 very quick fights and then 2.5-ish long fights. But yeah, we did end up winning this war, and the thing is that when I was taking my fights, I was 5 of the last 7 fights in the war. And when I started, we had 143 fights cleared, which means the only fights left were in our battle group, and we were winning the war 8-10. And they had a faster clear time, which means that if we died twice, we lost. If we died 0 or 1 times, or sorry, it was 10-7. It was 10-7. Not 10-8. If we died 0 or 1 times, then or 2 times, I guess, we win. I died once, making the score 10-8, and then the guy taking Sauron soloed, and the guy taking the boss died. So it was 10-9, and the guy cleaning up the boss didn't die, and if he had, we would have lost the war. But we end up winning 10-9, and we are 5-2 on the season, and after this war, we are actually up in 8th place overall. So we are, wait, is it 7th? I don't know. We're in the top 10 masters for sure. I think we're in 8th, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, 5-2 on the season. My death total is now at 2. Hopefully we can keep it there and not have any more deaths this season, but we'll see. And my PSR is now at 33 out of 35, which I actually forgot to calculate the percentage before I did this, but it's probably like 93-94%, something like that. I don't know. And my deathless streak is now at 1 fight because that Domino is the only fight I've had since the death. But that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.